As a lawyer, there are a million different ways to resolve someone's tax problem based on their facts and circumstances. So you might be saying, well, what way do I go, Alyssa? And my job as a lawyer, and your job since you're helping yourself, is to review all the information, take your facts and circumstances, and look at all the possible resolution options and the pros and cons of each option, right? And that's hard to do because the more experience you have, the better you get at telling people, well, if it was me, I think I would do this. And then the other difficult thing is there's some tax periods where maybe you could do an audit reconsideration, and then other tax periods where you need an installment agreement. Or again, like we did a partial pay installment agreement, and then in 2 years we turn around and file bankruptcy. These programs can be stacked, they can be changed, they can go in this one, then turn around and do another thing. All that stuff's really hard to do. So, I want you to try to help yourself. If you have an easy problem, it should be pretty easy to do. If it's like a $10,000 problem, that's pretty easy. If one tax period, that's pretty easy. If it's a $100,000 problem and there's 6 tax periods, that's a little harder. If it's $1 million and there's 15 tax periods, it gets really, really hard, right? And then there's audit issues. So my recommendation is try your best to learn in your heart of hearts what you want your outcome to be, and then tailor your resolution method towards what your goals are. So when I start a call with somebody, I'm like, what are your goals? And I'm like, well, I don't want a federal tax lien and I owe $30,000. It's like, cool, you're under $50,000 and you don't have any tax liens filed. If you do not want a tax lien, that is your ultimate goal because there's something else you want to do in your life, then you need to be in a 72-month streamline agreement because that will not have tax liens. But I can't afford that. It's like, okay, well, we're going to do the financial. Okay, well, we do the financial and it shows they don't have an ability to pay. Well, now their goal of not having a tax lien, that's not really realistic because they can't afford to have that, right? So again, it's all about what the goals are. And I know it's really hard to decide. So this lesson is really short, just to say you get better at with experience. And if you need help, you can engage our services as a law firm, my law firm, me specifically, do a one-on-one call to take all the information that you've gathered, and I will help guide you and give you what I think the best solution is for your particular tax problem. Now that you've done this course and you have all your information, you can schedule a one-on-one call again and piecemeal that so you get some expert opinion from somebody that has a lot of experience. So again, it's not required, but leaning on people that have experience, even myself as a seasoned attorney, there are times when I get deep in like one of my Department of Justice cases and I call my friends, I call people that have been doing this for 30 years, 40 years. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. And they're like, yeah, you're on the right track. And I'm like, well, it feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel right. I'm like, nope, you're doing the right thing. And sometimes you just need that extra guidance and reassurance. So if you want to do that, that is available. You can schedule that one-on-one 30-minute call, upload all your documentation, all the work you've done so far, and I'll be happy to give you that guidance. Good luck.